The rain was falling heavily. Big fat drops splashed against the windows of the book nook. Inside it was warm and cosy. The air smelled of old paper and coffee. It was the perfect atmosphere for curling up with a good book. People browsed slowly, their fingers trailing along the spines. Some sat at tables lost in their reading. The soft murmur of turning pages filled the air. It was a haven for book lovers, a place to escape the world for a while. Lena loved the book nook. She came here every Saturday afternoon. This bookstore was her happy place. Today she was looking for a classic novel. She ran her fingers over the worn spines. Then she saw a beautiful edition of Pride and Prejudice.
Excitedly, "Oh, this is perfect."
She pulled it out gently. As she opened the book, a small folded piece of paper fell out. Curious, Lena unfolded it. It was a handwritten note. It read, "This book is a treasure. I hope it brings you as much joy as it brought me." Lena's heart skipped a beat. Someone somewhere had felt the same way about this book. She felt strangely connected to this unknown person. A wave of inspiration washed over her. She decided to write back.
Thoughtfully, "I have to respond to this."
She bought the book and a cup of hot chocolate. Sitting at a corner table, she penned a reply. She wrote about her love for Jane Austen and how much she was enjoying the book. She left the note tucked inside Pride and Prejudice before placing it back on the shelf. The following week, Lena went back to the bookstore. She went straight to Pride and Prejudice, her heart pounding with anticipation. She opened the book and found another note. This one was written in a strong, masculine hand.
He too loved Jane Austen. He wrote about his favourite characters and scenes. He signed off with, "Yours in Austen, Elliot."
A wide smile spread across Lena's face. Thus began a series of letters between Lena and Elliot, hidden within the pages of classic novels. They exchanged notes every week. They wrote about their dreams, their fears, their everyday lives. Lena learned that Elliot was a musician. Elliot learned that Lena was a painter. They shared their passions and vulnerabilities.
One day, Lena was browsing in the poetry section. She bumped into a man sending a pile of books tumbling to the floor.
"Oh, I'm so sorry."
"Oh, I'm so sorry."
They both exclaimed at the same time. As they knelt down to pick up the books, their eyes met for a fleeting moment. Little did they know they were looking into the eyes of the person they had been pouring their hearts out to. Weeks turned into months. Lena and Elliot's bond grew stronger with every letter. However, a part of Lena longed to meet Elliot face to face. One day, she decided to take a leap of faith.
She wrote him a note suggesting they meet at their usual spot in the bookstore.
She waited anxiously all week, but there was no reply from Elliot. Lena's heart sank. Maybe it was too soon. Maybe he wasn't ready. Disappointed, she wrote a goodbye note, thanking him for everything.
Elliot, however, had a different plan. He had been away on a trip and just saw Lena's note about meeting. His heart ached at the thought of losing her. He rushed to the bookstore and penned a final plea.
Lena walked into the bookstore, her heart heavy with sadness. This time, she went straight to their usual spot. Pride and Prejudice was lying there, a single red rose marking the page. She opened the book and found Elliot's note.
"Don't give up on us. Meet me at the cafe across the street, please."
Lena's heart leaped. She looked up and saw Elliot standing by the window of the cafe, a hopeful smile on his face. He had found her. She had found him. And as their eyes met across the crowded bookstore, they knew this was just the beginning of their own beautiful story.